the most incredible daily dose of what we call vitamin C. So just gonna get my gloves on so we can touch these magical bags. So how it works, if you are tuning in for the first time, you can see all our items which are on the left-hand side. You can tap those items, you can see further details, and if you want to see us show how it was worn, how it is styled, let us know and we'll show you that.
Yeah, really excited, guys. Welcome again. My name is Grace. We've got some really amazing pieces today. You guys can see we've got a good selection of different styles and colours and leathers, so it's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I don't even know where to start now. I think Bunny is going to have to help give us a choice as to what to pick because there's so many special pieces that we have here today. One I'm going to be talking about is, I'm going to start the show with this beautiful Blue Glacier Evelyn. Now, if you guys are a fan of Hermès, but you're not quite there for the Birkin and the Kelly, the Evelyn is the perfect bag because it is designed to be worn as a crossbody bag. It's also designed to be worn as a belt bag, so you can really style this up. And I love Blue Glacier because it's that beautiful, almost bluey grey shade. And this one is in Togo leather, as you can see. It is the most incredible grey. And what I love about this grey is that it's the perfect winter to summer bag because it's quite a nice light colour, but also those bluey grey tones can take you into the winter as well. So this is a 2021 piece, but what I love about this is that it has this amazing canvas strap featuring the lime and gold detail and cray detail. So it adds a little bit of a unique twist to it. So I'm not going to show you this worn on because the plastics are still on. You can see that this can be worn as, oh, actually the plastics are off. So this can be worn as a crossbody bag, which I'm just going to show you now. Honestly, I personally love grey tones. I prefer grey tones over beige tones purely because of the beautiful blue hues that Hermès has included in this Blue Glacier vibe. So like an icy, frosty light blue, which I really love. So you can see it can be worn as a crossbody. This is big enough to put in your phone, you can put in your cards and your keys, and it really is a really great piece.
Do you know what? I'm absolutely loving the different colours on the strap as
Yeah.
well. It creates such a unique look. Blues are really in for like winter as well, so I personally love this combination of the colour with the Palladium hardware. It's like an icy finish. And I'm obsessed with this strap. I think it's incredible. The colour on this is amazing.
Yeah, so it's called the flippable fire strap or flippable strap. So it's got the balls on it, as you can see, the ball detail, and it's lime and beautiful colours. So I kind of like this because it's kind of, this Blue Glacier is a beautiful neutral grey, but also it gives you that little bit of a pop of colour. So yeah, really special colour. And if you guys haven't seen Persbop has done a really fun article on the Pantones, on like how Pantone colours are matching Hermès bags. So yeah, it's a really fun piece if you haven't seen it yet. So let's put this beauty away. This is £2,500. If you do want to see more details, you can tap on the icon on the left-hand side. If you are watching from our YouTube video, you can head over to luxurypromise.com, and if you type in Evelyn, you will be able to see this beauty. Oh God, where are we going to go next?
I never know where to go next. Maybe we should go...
I think, okay, I'm not going to interrupt. No. There's one bag I want to think
okay,
I'm
go
going
for
to
it.
go to.
So I think
I need your... Where? I'm going to grab it. I'm going to just tell you anyway. So this is a beautiful bamboo Kelly Pachette. Now, when it comes to the mini Kelly, actually this is actually considered the mini Kelly. Did you know? The Pachette is known as the mini Kelly, and then you have the Kelly Cellular, which is this version. So this is the mini Kelly version, and this is also mini Kelly. So the difference between a mini Kelly and a Pachette is that this doesn't include a strap. It's a lot wider. You can fit much more in.
Yeah.
And as someone earlier today, a beautiful customer from Qatar, had come in and she said she uses hers to put inside her bag.
I know. I couldn't believe this conversation.
She was like, she uses it as a toiletry bag to put her things in.
She said she uses it for her makeup pieces inside her Birkin.
Yeah. But this, believe me or not, can be used as a bag, but it just shows you how super spacious it is. You can put in your phone, your makeup, your cards, your keys, and you can even tie a cute little twilly on and wear it as a shoulder bag, which is a really fun way to like wear this as a little bag. Now it is worn top handle. Now when I think about evening bags, and we had this whole full-blown conversation about evening bags, and this one is £11,950. You can tap on the icon on the left hand side or head over to our website at luxurypromise.com to see this beauty. Now this for me is a great day to evening bag.
Yeah, I think so too. Personally, I love the size of this. Like you say, it's perfect for those evening and special occasions. I actually more lean towards this than I do the Mini Kelly because it's a softer leather. It can move more and it can fit more things inside as well. So personally, I'm a huge fan of this.
And this bamboo green is just incredible. Now when bamboo comes in, it comes in and it flies out, and then we don't see it for months and months and months. So the fact that we have this beautiful bamboo green Kelly Pachette in for £11,950 is such an incredible price. For me, it's a very elegant, it's much more sophisticated, much more elegant than a Mini Kelly because of the fact that it's for me very much an evening bag. I personally would not wear a Birkin or a Kelly to a wedding. I just wouldn't. That's just not my style. But I would wear a Kelly Pachette and I would wear a Kelly cut to a wedding.
I agree.
I just think it's a much more elegant bag, and I'd also wear it to a chic day event as well.
Thing is with this as well, you can wear this with anything. The bag really is the statement because of its colour and because of its hardware. You can go really simple with an outfit, and then the bag just makes it look amazing.
Let's see it on.
Okay.
This is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah. But I love this size. I love that it's in Swift, so it's slightly more of a relaxed finish. And you can see to the side as well, it's slightly wider, so you can fit more inside. It really is the ultimate evening bag.
Yeah, it really is just an elegant.
The colour is incredible.
An elegant piece, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, a bag which I personally love, and it's a colour that I have in my own collection, which is the colour Grease Asphalt. For me, Grease Asphalt is almost, I can't really explain the colour tone way. So it's almost like a grey with pink undertones. It's like a pinky grey with almost a beige tone too. So Grease Asphalt is a very, very beautiful colour. It's not a colour that's continued anymore. This particular piece is a horseshoe, and that means it's a special order. Special order means that you are invited into Hermès. They present you with this tarot card selection. So they present the cards to bags, colours away on a card, and like you can pick it like this. And it's such a fun experience. So this particular piece, what makes it really unique is the fact that it's in a discontinued colour, which is Grease Asphalt, and the fact that it has permabrass hardware. So permabrass hardware is almost like a silver gold, almost like a rose gold hardware, beautiful champagne, a bit more of a lighter gold. So if you don't want strong gold, but you want a much more lighter gold, permabrass is absolutely beautiful. This is in a 28, it's a Cellular, and this one is £20,950. You can see that it is just the most incredible structured bag, and the 28 is the perfect size as well.
I agree, I think the 28 is the perfect size for all different heights. Sabrina is 5'4" and I'm 5'11", and I really do think the 28, even in the Cellular version, is big enough that you can fit lots inside, slightly bigger than the 25, so it has slightly more movement to it as well, and I just think it's a great size for all.
Yeah, that's a really good point to make. So when it comes to the 25 and the Mini Kelly in Epsom and Cellular, it's a much more of a tighter bag. So when you put your hand in, sometimes comments that we get from customers is that they struggle getting their hand back out of the 25 and the minis, whereas the 28 is a really comfortable bag, but also not so big as well. It's a perfect, great in-between all-rounder bag.
Yeah. I am a big fan of the 28, especially in the Cellular, because it still has its really nice structure, and for me this is a perfect neutral, slightly warmer undertone as well, which I really love, and I'm very rare to see this particular style of hardware as well.
So this is known as permabrass. So if picking a special order bag, I always recommend going for certain hardwares which aren't available in the daily wish list Birkins. So those are permabrass, brushed gold hardware, and there's one more, but my brain's frozen. Permabrass, brushed gold hardware.
If only they did the So Black hardware.
And they don't no longer do the So Black hardware.
That would be a dream.
That would really be
Imagine, like a pink with a black hardware.
Oh my God.
That would look incredible.
Pink
Hopefully they
So
do
Black.
that one day.
That's a good idea.
They should.
Maybe, if you're watching, create a
So
black
Black
hardware with pink.
That would be Sabrina's dream.
I
love that.
So another bag that is really making a big comeback, and we're seeing it less and less, actually is a much more rarer to come by, is a Birkin 35. Now Birkin 35 is not a bag that we see often. As you can see, we have a wide range of Birkin 25s, 30s, Kelly 25s, mini Kellys, but we don't have a wide range of Birkin 35s. They've just become much more rarer to come by.
Yeah.
So for me, they're much more unique pieces in the new seasonal colours or new seasonal size.
I love the 35 so much just because it's more of a practical wear, great for like a daytime. It fits a laptop inside. It's also great for a weekend and travel as well, and we really have seen it. A lot of our clients are coming in and requesting for the bigger style pieces, so definitely 35s are going to be a big hit over the next couple of months, I think.
It definitely is a trend that we're seeing more and more people ask for. And I think, look, a Birkin for me a Birkin was designed, it's classic. The 35 is a classic and true size of Hermès. And it's a bag. It's a bag designed for you. So if we think of the purpose and the function of a bag, it's to be big and to be used and to put your things in. Now bags are becoming smaller and smaller, that you're actually told that you shouldn't be putting anything in your bag. You should just put a tiny thick bit of things in your bag. But the whole purpose and function of a bag is to put all the things that you need in the day to keep you satisfied, to keep the things you need, water, your vitamins, a small snack, a laptop, iPad. So the 35 definitely is
the most practical.
Yeah. And this is in Etane. It's a classic colour. It's a beautiful tin grey, so you can really use it, and it just ages really beautifully, I think. If you are worried about your bag losing shape over time, because the Birkin 35 is known to become a bit more of a slouchy bag, then definitely look at getting a bag insert. There are companies that do bag inserts, but will just keep your bag structured. And also, it's a really good idea to keep your bag stuffed back in its box. Don't leave it slouchy and empty, where gravity just naturally makes us all sag, even our handbags. Humans and handbags, they all start sagging if you don't look after it. We need to give it all a bit of a lift.
I must say as well, this colour is amazing. It's kind of like it's almost like a really rich grey colour. It's definitely a true grey. And with that gold, the gold hardware really pops against the cooler tones. So this is a really beautiful piece and so classic as well.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Timeless. So Etane, golds, etaupes, blacks, they're classic colours that are available all season, all year round for years and years ago. Blue jean used to be one of those. Orange used to be one of those, but they're no longer classic colours.
I wonder why.
Are just sad. I think that people got so used to orange, and then now there's no orange and no blue jean. But I think they're, again, very classic colours.
Yeah,
they go with everything as well. So if you are interested in a blue jean Birkin, we actually do have a pre-loved Birkin 35 in blue jean for £6,500 with that beautiful contrast stitching.
It is
so
amazing.
you are still able to hunt those down in the pre-loved market, which is why we love pre-loved.
Yes.
So,
hi guys, thank you for joining. We've got lots of comments.
We've got Natalie on.
Lovely regulars.
We have. Okay, so I'm going to move on to this bag here, which is the Birkin 30 in Epsom, in gold, with Palladium hardware. Now this is just beautiful. It is really a special piece. Now if you are someone who really wants a piece that maintains its structure forever and ever and ever, Epsom is that leather for you.
It so is, yeah.
The other leather is actually box, but box is a bit more for gentle. It can scratch over time, but that's the beauty of box leather, marking it, using it, scratching it. But this is just a really beautiful piece. It has Palladium hardware with that contrast stitching, and it's just a classic. You can't go wrong again with a Birkin 30, especially in that beautiful Epsom leather. I think everyone does need at least Epsom leather in their collection if they can't go for everything. Now this is just, really special.
Yeah.
It's just elegant.
Gold is such a classic colour as well.
Gold is gold.
Yeah, gold is gold. And it's such a great colour for summer and winter. Gold is amazing in the summer with colour, but great in the winter with darker tones. And I love the contrast stitching on the gold as well, just like you see on the E-taupe. Really special. And I think as well with that Palladium hardware, it's a really classic combination. I love it.
Yeah, this is £17,950. It's not something that we actually get in often. It's actually been a while since I've seen an Epsom leathered Birkin 30 in gold. So if you are someone who's just dreaming of that structured piece, then this is the perfect one for you as well.
Yeah, this is amazing.
See, even Monica's just said Epsom in gold in a Birkin. very rare here in the US,
Yeah.
and definitely more to go around. So definitely just all year, I think globally around the world, Epsom in gold is quite rare to come by.
Yeah, and as well we have seen them kind of in the pre-loved market a couple of times, but very rarely. So actually to come across a brand new piece, I don't think I've ever seen one in the 3 years that of luxury promise.
Yeah. So when it comes to picking leathers and hardwares and what colours you should go for, if you are somebody who wants to go for you're a classic, and I think you have to go for what you love, because I'm somebody who loves colour, and when I go for a classic colour, I never use it, and I get so upset that I ended up spending my money on something that I didn't really use, even though I know we can go on and sell it, but I really want to make that one purchase and I'm not going to have to worry about selling it. I think go for something that you know you're going to use. Not everybody is going to build a collection and be crazy like a handbag lady like me or you, where we want every single colour in every single
That's your
colourway
as well.
Yeah.
I was never like that, and I had Sabrina rub off on me and ruin my life. Literally.
We're not all greedy. So if you are going to go for that one classic true colour and that one Birkin in your collection, and you're not interested in building a 25-piece Hermès back collection, the gold is perfect.
Yeah.
So is the Ete.
Yeah.
And so is the black.
But even some of the colours, like the Vert Armand and the Blue Orage, those kind of pieces do have that neutral tones as well. So you really can look at loads of different colours and kind of get that neutral look with colourful undertones as well, which is why I love the colours so much.
Yeah, just beautiful. Okay, talking about classics and the piece that is, we're all like very gently, lightly touching, is this beautiful box Kelly. Now, when it comes to box Kellys, we see it in the vintage world. We see it very, 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 very rarely in a brand new piece. Now, this is a 2021 box Kelly with gold hardware, and it is just divine.
It really is.
The classic and first original and true Kelly is box. Nothing beats a box leather. We've seen everybody want a box leather. We've seen everybody want just the most special pieces. This fits everything. It's glossy, it's shiny, it's a beautiful gold hardware. It is just timeless. And this for me screams Hermès. And I think every single person who has an Hermès collection should have box in it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's not a complete collection. It's the original. So you can't ever go wrong with the original. Now, if you are somebody who is not into vintage, I get it. Not everybody will buy a vintage bag, and not everybody will buy a £25,000 bag.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy a piece which is unworn, a 2021 box Kelly, today is your day.
Yeah.
Mirror-like finish, and that's one of the perfections of box leather. This again comes with its box, its receipt. It is £19,500, and if you are looking to be that one person that adds a beautiful piece to your wardrobe, like a box Kelly, then you have the opportunity to do so today. We also have and as Monica's saying, the most requested bag as declared by Luxury Index is actually box Kelly.
Oh, really?
And I think this is because of the demand of what we've seen. People want to get more accessible bags. We also do have a pre-loved box Kelly for £7,400. That is available on our website, and it is beautiful. It has the key, the clochette, the strap, because the vintage Kellys weren't designed to be worn with a strap. You can see when I'm getting really excited because I'm like, I feel like what's a conductor? Like music will start playing, bags will start floating around. So I'm getting very excited talking about box bags. We have a beautiful one for £7,400. So you can either pick up an unworn piece if you aren't somebody who loves vintage, because some people go, no, vintage is not for me. It might not be yet, but maybe one day it will. And if vintage is for you, then we do have that beautiful box Kelly as well, which is unbeatable.
Vintage has become a trend, I think, and I think everybody's absolutely loving vintage right now. We've seen a lot of people coming in requesting the vintage box leathers as well, and I think everybody's wearing them at the moment, so it really is a massive trend for them.
Yeah,
they look amazing.
Yeah. And someone's just saying, you talk about the smell of bags, is it for all the leathers? Hermès has a heavenly aroma. The most aromathified bag is actually Togo. I don't think Box has that strong like a leather smell, but the ones that does, like the Hermès Togo is the one with the strongest smell for me. Chevrolet is more of a musky smell, so every bag has like a funny aroma attached to it, which is really important for when you're doing your authentication and you're processing the checks off an Hermès bag. Of course, as the bag starts getting used, the smell does wear away, but when you buy a brand new Hermès bag, when you open up the box, you will literally smell that smell. And that's something that you can't miss. It's the only brand I get that really strong scent from.
Definitely, yeah.
For me, my authentication skill set is my smell. And actually, it's a dying process. If a bag smells wrong, I refuse it.
Yeah.
It will fail my authentication check. That's just my sense of smell that I use. And that's why it's very important when we're doing our authentication checks, and going off into a different story here, is that I will refuse to do authentication checks solely by images. We have to physically have that inventory in to do that authentication checks. There are some authenticators which I would trust their judgment, especially since we're on the topic of Hermès. In terms of authentication, the only human being in the world that I would trust for authentication would be Baba Bibi. In terms of images, but her image, what she requires is like 20 images of one zipper, and she's very specific on the way she asks for images. And there's some that I refuse to believe their opinion. Other than Dimitri Baba Bibi. Dimitri Giles is an ex-lawyer who is now become, I think, probably the biggest Hermès authenticator in the world.
Yeah, she's renowned.
She's renowned. So if in doubt of a bag that you buy, Hermès Dimitri Giles is also a good authenticator for that opinion via images. So going off on topic here, but not off topic, but on topic, because we're still talking about Hermès bags. Now, there's one bag that I want to show you that actually is no longer available, and that is this beautiful gold touch Birkin. What does a touch Birkin mean? It means it's got a touch of alligator on their bag. Now, if you're somebody who's not quite there in the Hermès world, in terms of you don't want to go crazy with a crocodile bag, then the touch Birkin or Kelly is the perfect bag for you. So you can see half of it is alligator and the other half is Togo. It has Palladium hardware and it is just beautiful. This is just so pretty. So you can see here, like it has that Palladium hardware and that matte gold, matte finish. So the difference between when buying exotics is a whole new different world and a spectrum. So when it comes to exotics, there's certain leathers that Hermès use, which will be lizard, alligator, crocodile porosis, crocodile nilo, matte gator, which is a matte finish. It doesn't have a glossy finish. So for me, I personally love matte gator. It's one of my favorite. You can see there's no shine to it. And the leather, the way it just makes and completes the bag, for me, makes it super chic. But
for me, this is the ultimate combination of the two. I think it's such a classic look. And like Sabrina said, if you aren't looking for, if you're not at that point where you do want to have a full exotic bag, I think the mix between the two leathers is a great look as well.
Yeah, so Hermès introduced the touch about 4 years ago. And they also have introduced it in ostrich touch, a combination of ostrich and leather, crocodile and exotic and leather. But that's if you're at that point and journey of your life. I personally don't think I'll ever have one in my life, but it definitely is a great option for you to include into your collection.
I think you will.
No, I don't know.
You don't?
Don't know if I could go there, guys. Don't know. I'd rather have 25 bags than that one bag.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But if you're going to get me one, why not? Adam. If one landed on my door, I wouldn't complain, that's for sure. Okay, let's talk about, I don't know if this one is this the EB?
It is,
so, another great piece which I really love and is quite classic. Sorry, Christina, I see that you've asked me a question about kosher bell. All Hermès bags and leathers will have a certain smell, but obviously as the time it ages and with use and what has been put in the bag, the smell of the bag will change. It won't still have it might have a smell with some perfume or whatever contents are put in the bag can affect the odour of the bag, but there can be a slight odorous smell from a kosher bell bag, but it really depends on the age, because of course, like anything, when you buy a new car, the first time you buy the new car, it smells much more like leather, and then for a few years time, the leather smell starts fading away. That's only natural that will also happen with your bags as well.
Yeah.
But if you do want to keep the smell of your bags, the best thing to do is when you finish using your bag, close it up, put it in a box, and actually the smell maintains. So my Birkins, which I've had for years and years, still have that aroma because they go back in the box in the end of the night. Unfortunately, I don't put everything back out on the shelves, but they do stay in their boxes. That's where they sleep at night. So if you want your bag to still have that smell, put them to bed. Okay, so this is, I think we've got this one actually.
This one, we've got a couple of 25s actually.
Got quite a few. So this is a Birkin 25 in the colour E-Beam, which is actually a verse. So inside you can see, I'm not going to open it because when you close and open the bag, you can see it starts pulling away the seals. So inside you can see there's a pop of gold. Now this for me is really beautiful. It's in the colour E-Beam, which is a beautiful chocolate brown with Palladium hardware. For me, brown is the new black.
Me too, I agree. Brown is so classic. You can really just wear it with absolutely everything. And people are scared to mix brown with black as well, but personally, I think it looks super chic wearing it with all black, and then you have brown. It kind of just softens the look a bit. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I just think this is just a very classic, beautiful colour, and it goes so much with so many different things. When I think going for classic colours, you really don't need to think about what you're wearing.
Yeah.
So things like Togo, the golds, e-taupes, browns, neutral tones, you don't need to think about it. But when you're pairing up a bright pink bag, you really do need to think about what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to wear yellow with pink.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
I
would, but I would wear everything with pink if I could.
You would.
But definitely a special piece, which is, this I think is not, this is 18,950, which is the Cellular Birkin. How beautiful is this?
Yeah, so the difference between the two bags is one is known as the Retourne and one is known as a Cellular. And the Cellular is basically where the stitching is seen to the outside of the bag, which means that the bag holds its structure really well. So you can see that this is a really strong structure. You can see it to the side as well in comparison to the other bag. This is a lot softer because Togo leather kind of has like a bounce to it, whereas this is a really rigid box-like shape. This colour is absolutely incredible, and this particular one has gold hardware as well.
So you can kind of see the difference between this. So I think this is actually Vu Madame. I don't even think it's Epsom, and it's got the gold hardware as well. Now it measures slightly about 1 centimetre bigger than the Birkin 25 in E-Beam. As you can see, it's slightly. So if you are not too worried, if you really want a 25, you go for Retourne. If you really want something which is cellular and structured, but personally, my opinion, a Birkin 25 never loses its shape because it's tiny and small and it keeps its shape. But this definitely isn't going to lose its shape, and it's the newest bag out there. So if you want something that's very unique and very special and not like everybody, then the Birkin 25 Cellular is the bag also for you as well.
Yeah, it's a really special piece, and as Sabrina said, it's the newest out there. This colour is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a darker neutral, and this is also on our website, guys. So if you do want to check out any further images and details, then you can just hit these icons here in the top left, and you guys can see further images and details of all of the pieces that we're showcasing.
Can you check the new arrivals? So this is another classic beauty. Now this is the Birkin 25 Cellular with gold hardware, and this is absolutely beautiful because there aren't many Cellular Birkins around in the 25. This is just incredible. So you can see it has that beautiful structure, the gold finish, and that is just the most perfect bag. It's almost like a triangle shape, which I really love. Again, this is something that for me is timeless, it's elegant, it's just with that gold. I think the whole part of this just makes it very special. And one of the reasons why I love this is actually the combination between black and gold. I don't think you can ever beat it. For me, this is probably my favourite Cellular Birkin that I have seen. It's elegant, it's classy, and with that beautiful Epsom finish. It has almost like a glossy finish to it, which is why I personally love the Cellular Birkin 25. It's one of those pieces which I just think is going to be something you get to keep forever and ever, and the shape and the style just will never go out of fashion.
This is so special.
This is really special.
So special. So both of these are available. This particular one is 18,950.
Is it Epsom or Vu Madame?
It's Vu Madame, and the colour is Tundra.
Tundra. So Tundra is the newest colour that Hermès has actually produced. So actually Tundra is close to E-taupe and sage. So it's got a beautiful khaki tone to it, but also green and earthy tone. I
Yeah.
think earthy tones are really beautiful, classic and elegant. And at this moment, it's all about earthy tones. Everything in season right now is quite earthy, beigey,
Yeah.
greeny, khaki. So this is really an on-trend colour, and is just so beautiful. Now, the difference between the two is that this is in Vu Madame. Vu Madame is one of the newest Hermès leathers that Hermès has produced. It's kind of like Epsom, but the grain is slightly smaller. It's a tiny, tiny grain. Whereas this is more for diamond-like grain. So this is Epsom, and you can see that it has more. Can you see that diamond-like grain on this? Whereas on the Tundra Birkin, it's almost like a grainless bag, which I'm just going to grab. The Tundra's actually, this is absolutely beautiful. If you watched our show on working for that Birkin, this is the Birkin that Winnie would pick if she could take away one.
Yeah,
so this is. You can see, like, it's almost smooth, but it actually is quite close to Epsom. So it's not smooth like Swift. It's very close to the Epsom leather.
It's kind of like they're trying to find a leather that looks like Swift but has the same structure as Epsom.
Yes.
It's kind of like the two.
Exactly.
Two combined.
Yeah. Very beautiful bag. Now, I think. Do we have all these? Oh my God, there's so many special pieces that I don't even know. I think it's just this shelf here that we've been speaking about. Now, guys, I think, Bunny, correct me if there's anything else on the line. Oh, we did miss a bag.
Colour which is so in. This is amazing. So we next up have a Birkin 30, which is in Togo leather, so a real classic, in a real classic colour. It's paired with Palladium hardware. This is amazing. Navy has been really highly requested at the moment as well.
Yeah.
But I love navy for, again, it's a really classic tone. If you do like a bit of colour, but you don't want to be too bright, then I think navy is a really classic. And I love it with the Palladium as well.
I think navies and browns are perfect colours to go for, which aren't your colour. Now, this season, Hermès has really gone for classic tones.
Yeah.
Like, they've really gone classic. So this seasonal colours are your blue orage, your blue nuit, you have Tundra, Etane, Etaupe we're seeing a lot of, Black we're seeing a lot of, Ebene we've seen a lot of, and also we have seen the only colour really this season that's hot with this is Mauve Sylvester, which is now coming in the Birkin and Kelly, which they did previously do in the mini Kelly. Now we're seeing the Kelly 25s, the Birkin 25s coming out in Mauve. So that's the pop of colour this season that Hermès has introduced.
But still, Mauve Sylvester is still quite a neutrally colour. It's not too bright. I think it's that neutral pink. It's like
it's baby. Purple, pinky.
But it's got like a
pastel.
Yeah,
it's
so
a pastel
not
tone.
Too, you know, it's still really classic.
So this is the colour Bleu de Prusse, which is a older colour that they've brought out together with Bleu d'Orange.
And they've brought out a lot of 2 more blues this year, haven't they? Yeah. So alongside the Blue Broom, which was brought out this year, this is a really amazing colour for the winter.
Blue Broom's discontinued now, I think.
Oh, is it?
So if you did get your chance on a Blue Broom, then you're very lucky.
Yeah.
You might not be able to get one.
Wow.
All our Blue Brooms are officially gone. So very blue, yeah, but lots of blues this year Hermès have done. Definitely Blue Glacier, Blue Lin, Blue Broom, Blue Orage, Blue Nuit, Bleu de Prusse.
And where can you
and there's one more blue.
Where can you find the latest colours? Like,
the place you can find the latest colours is Passport. So if you are coming here for some information, Passport will keep you up to date with all the new seasonal colours out there, and it definitely was a bluey one this year. Blue Electric. Blue Electric wasn't this year.
Was it not?
No. Blue Electric hasn't been out in a while. But there is one more blue, which my brain's very
But they're doing Blue Electric for
Blue
next year,
Cow.
aren't they? Yes, blue. Yeah.
Celeste. Okay, now I'm just going to go crazy. So guys, I think we are officially done for the day.
Yes.
We will be heading over to our Instagram live. Hopefully we'll see some of you there. And we'll see you next Tuesday. We have a very exciting live on Friday, so please do tune in. We will be doing our live from Paris.
Paris.
So tune in for a special surprise.
Yes.
See you later.